Okay, so it's a quick review of the Wacom Intuos Pro medium-sized digitizer drawing tablet. I've had this for over a year now, and I'm going to upgrade to a new cintiq, and but I wanted to do a review of it before I got rid of it. So it's quite a good size, the medium. I don't know whether it's the ideal size. I certainly don't feel that I would benefit from a larger one, because I find that I just draw in a smaller area. And if I was to get a new one now, say I lost this somehow, I'd probably just buy the small one, to be honest. I think the small one's probably got a big enough area, because you tend to zoom in and out and rotate the screen rather than drawing around the corners. So I would say the medium's good, it's great, but I don't know whether it's much better than just having a small. The pen is pretty cool. It feels nice, it's got a nice weight to it, it's balanced. It doesn't need a battery, which I think is a bonus. It's very nice. The end is a rubber, but I don't tend to use that. I don't know why, I just prefer to use this as a rubber. I just changed the option, but you can use it as a rubber. The pen nib they're really cool. I'm on about my third or fourth. As I say, I've been using this for about a year now. The only thing I don't like is this. I don't know why, I just don't like it. I find it gets in my way while I'm drawing. I'll be like drawing a line, and then I'll accidentally like click it, and then it'll mess up what I'm doing. That's probably just me. That's the only negative I can think of it, but for other people that would be a bonus, because it's like a mouse and you can right click, left click, whatever it is. So it depends on you really. The stand, you just pop it in like that, or you can put it in like that. This just comes apart, and there's nibs inside. They give you plenty of nibs, and then that ring is for your nib remover. The only other pen I've used is on an iPad and Adonis, and this is way better than the Adonis, I'll tell you that much. It's the best pen I've used. I might have used one or two others, I can't think what their names are, but definitely we'll give this a thumbs up. It looks kind of cool anyway, sitting on the desk here. It's slim, very slim. It's just I just plug it in here, and that goes down and into my computer. Very easy to install. You know, when you buy it, it comes with all the drivers or whatever. And it's got 8 buttons and a rocker ring. They can all be programmed to do whatever you want. I think I've got this on default layout still, which I find quite good. This one is like touching the space bar on your keyboard. This will on Sketchbook Pro at least, this will pop up the option so you can zoom in and out, rotate and move the canvas. So I use that a lot. I leave this on this setting, and this, when I rotate that, it makes the brush size bigger and smaller. So that's really good. That's like pressing B on the keyboard. This one is your colour picker upper, whatever you call it. You know, when you want to change colour, you want to grab that colour, so you press that one. And that's the main ones I use. This is undo. So which just with those few options, I find that I can do most of my work on Sketchbook Pro. So yeah, I've got no negative real feedback of this. It does what it's supposed to do. It's very responsive. It feels very natural after a while. Actually, straight away it felt quite natural. I would say though, as I said, maybe the small would be enough. I wouldn't really want to bother trying with a large. And I often wonder if just a bamboo would have done, you know, a cheaper Wacom tablet for this sort of thing. So if you are getting into digital art, and you're probably drooling over the cintiqs, but you can't afford one yet, or you're not quite sure, you might be better off just getting a bamboo or one of these, depending on your budget. with the idea that you might progress to a cintiq, you know, in a year or two, or whenever you can afford it. So yeah, I would advise just look at the low end ones rather than this one, because the sensitivity is higher on this and that, but I don't know whether you'd really, I don't think I'd really notice the difference that much for the kind of work that I do, which is kind of illustrations. Yeah. So I do find that these buttons are more than enough for doing a Sketchbook Pro. I don't find that I'm reaching for the keyboard shortcuts. You know, you can do nice smooth lines like this, no problem. So normally with my left hand now, I would just scroll down if I wanted the brush size to be smaller, and there it is, smaller. That's small, you can't quite see it. You can just about. So just do that, and every time you sort of touch it, it'll just go up like 1 point. Like you can see there, it's pretty big at the moment. So what else? So if you press this one, that pops up, and that gives you the option of if you just drag your pen to the right, it will zoom in, and drag to the left, it will zoom out. Rotate is there at the bottom, and you can change, you know, move the canvas around. So that's that button. This one will give you the that tool that lets you pick up the colours, and this one is undo, which is useful. I find just with those I can do pretty much everything I want. Any other options that I want, I'll just use the pen to, you know, find any of these or whatever. I don't bother. I don't feel the need for much of these being on the, you know, shortcutted. But there's loads of you could program them all to do different things. You know, like you can cycle through the layers if you've got loads of layers. But yeah, I just find changing the brush size, undo, picking up the colours, and a spacebar option, I think that's enough for me. I've been getting on just fine with that. So yeah, these buttons are brilliant actually.